If there will be a book of lies, I think Donald Trump should become the author of this entire book. Yes. Now I need to tell you that I think till from the time Donald Trump has become the president of United States, he has taken that position in the most casual manner an American has ever taken. Yes, this man has been lying to all of us since so long. This man has claimed that he has solved around 7 to 8 wars, but this man is also lying in the time when America itself is in the war. Yes, I'm not even lying about this entire thing, because I think the biggest liar we have is Donald Trump. So basically, what happened was during this entire time, Iran was so much, restricted on the part that they are not going to release the Strait of Hormuz, and because of that, none of U.S. ship could pass through the way. Right after that, U.S. got so much furious, and also the losses which Iran have done to U.S. as well. After all of that, US got so furious, and US felt that we are getting embarrassed. I mean, we are world's greatest economy. We have nuclear asset, we have missiles, we have so many things. Even after that, Iran is still managing to, beat us into our own game, which we started. Right after that, US thought that let's just not, go with this war even more further. Let's just end it out here. So he thought of having a negotiation. And when this negotiation took place, where did it take place, who came up with conditions and who did not came up with condition, all of that, none of this is there in any official record. But even after that, Donald Trump came up to us and said, okay, the war is going to end, but out here, Iran has also agreed on all the condition which we have put in. So basically, out of nowhere, he's talking in the air. He said that Iran agreed on all the negotiation which he has put in. Right now, let's first talk about what was the negotiation with US wanted from Iran. It was the same negotiation which they have threatened with these only with to Iran, and said that we are warning you, just don't just reduct all of these from your entire country. If you will not do it, we are going to impose a war on you or something like that. These were this all same thing, and whose major crux was just remove the nuclear asset of your entire country. Stop extracting uranium. Stop mining anything like that, which leads to nuclear power asset. And just I think just remove the word nuclear bomb, nuclear acid, nuclear anything. Word nuclear should be removed for your entire country. That is what basically has been written in this entire negotiation which US President Donald Trump has proposed to Iran. Right, and Iran said yes to it. After this entire claim, everybody was like, Iran is that one country who has been fighting so much. Iran is that one country who has actually managed to keep the entire Strait of Hormuz to itself, then damaged almost more than 10 military bases of US up till now. So after this entire point of time, why would Iran, agree on all of this? Iran is like, okay, we are going to take the whole revenge and all of that. Why would they say that, right? Now, this was the same question everybody was thinking. Up until then, Iran's, leaders came up with this entire social media post, and they were like, Donald Trump is a liar. We did not agree on any such things like that. We never really talked about it. So that is where, Donald Trump's another lie has been, claimed in front of the entire world. He has been falsified another time. So basically, yes, there was a negotiation happening between both the countries, but negotiation was never sent to Iran. So basically, Iran's entire pointer and negotiation was sent by Lebanon. Lebanon's militant group, which is known as Hezbollah. This name you must have heard in Israel and Gaza war as well. They were the ones who were helping Hamas in saving, Gaza's entire thing from Israel and all of that, right? So now Iran has allied to them, and Iran has just, told them that these are my pointers, just go and send it to US President Donald Trump. So in those pointers, they were correctly written that Strait of Hormuz should be governed by us. We should be given prior, importance to all of that. Plus, give us the opportunity to at least extract uranium, because we don't need uranium for a nuclear power asset or nuclear bomb. We need uranium for study, for higher electricity, weapons, and all of that, whatever they need for. Right, so they need it for all of that, but they're not going to make nuclear power asset out of that. That is what they told us. Right now, after hearing both the points of the negotiation, I don't think both of the countries have ever agreed on this fact that let's just go and have the negotiation out there. I think both of these countries have never really talked to each other as well, that what to do and what not to do, how to end this war and all of that. America started it out of nowhere. Iran is just executing it, right? Iran has now come to a point where Iran does not even care about anything. So basically, the problem out there in Iran is that, and also why this negotiation cannot take place right now, is because Donald Trump has almost killed every single body who was in higher position in Iran right now. Yes. On the other hand, you must be thinking that there is Mustaba Khamenei, who is the son of Ayatollah Khamenei, but he's a supreme leader. He's not the president or something like that. Majorly, who all were there and all those people who used to take decision and all of that, everybody have died into this entire war and all of that. Right now, nobody. Right now, everybody is a god of himself. He's like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, and let's do that, and in that entire matter everything is happening, but there is no government body or something like that to whom you can communicate. Even Iranians don't know whom to listen or something like that. Everybody is taking vague steps. Something is going there, something is going there, something is going there. That's it. That is all happening right now. Okay, now if I move forward, on the other hand, this is this one problem. Okay, now there's another problem as well. The problem is that even if US wants to have a negotiation out here, even if Iran wants to have a negotiation out here, still, Iran is not at all ready to listen and obey anything which Donald Trump is saying right now, because in all of these things Iran is seeing a potential loss. For what Iran has lost so much because of that nuclear power asset, now US is asking the same thing just to remove it from their own country. I don't think they're going to agree on it, and agreeing is the very obliged version right now. Whatever we are seeing from Iranians coming, that is something another level save it, and there is something, it looks very fearless, and it is very concerning for US and Iran war as well, because if this war erupts really in a very high altitude, then you just don't think what is going to happen in India as well. We have already got threat from Pakistan, although we know that they cannot do it, but we cannot also be assured that they won't do it. So anything can happen right now. So now coming back to the entire point, Iran's leader out there have said this one thing, that US President Donald Trump's mother was right while saying that my son should never go in politics, and see, he's making terrible decisions. So Iranians are getting on this verge and putting up such personal attacks on US President Donald Trump. They're all ready. They're not scared of anything. So basically, US can throw up anything. I don't think Iranians are going to stop. And also, they're going to fight Israel as well, because Israel has been one country who's been extensively attacking. US almost, just got itself dragged in the war. But it was Iran and Israel foremostly out there who were fighting with each other, right? So in this whole scenario, actually Iran is having too much advantage nowadays, and plus they're also not ready to negotiate on any terms and condition with US President Donald Trump is saying. So basically all of this nuclear power asset and all of that, I think Trump should give some redemption to all these countries, because everybody has the right to make their own nuclear power. So in that manner they should be given that. But yeah, you should, if you want to take an eye on it and all of that, you should guard them. That's it. If you're not guarding them, if you're not giving them, I don't think Iran is ready to leave the place at any cost. So let's just see what happens later. That's all for today. If you like such geopolitical updates, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe Global Shark. Thank you so much for watching us.